Okay, so the good news is we finally found a Lowe's that is pet friendly. The bad news is my phone's gonna die. Out. Good boy. Oh. So, we're going to try to use the bathroom first. So, bathroom break first. Okay, we'll be back inside. Okay guys, so we're in Home Depot now. Can I just say how dream this little boy is? Yes, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Come on, let's go. We're gonna go somewhere a little bit more noisier because this side of the store is quiet. But I didn't go down that way because there's a dog on that end. It looked like it might have been tethered, but it didn't look like there was somebody holding the leash anyway. Come on. So he's just looking at the wood and stuff. Okay, a cart crossing. Sit. Good boy. Okay, let's go. Come on. Good boy. He's such a good boy. He's just a good boy. He's like, where are my treats? We keep saying that they're not seeing the rewards from my efforts. So I couldn't get him to go outside. I hope I'm not jinxing myself, but I couldn't get him to go outside and use the bathroom. Even though we went to an area where another dog had just pottied. So, good boy. Come on, good boy. We passed the cart. And there's a lot more activity down here, so. Come on, get him moving. Thank you. Yeah, he's a bit nervous to just be, he's a bit nervous to just be nice and slow. He's a sweet boy. He's a Dogo Argentino master.
Wait, Bonnie, Bonnie.
I have some juicy right for you.
So he's a puppy.
Yeah.
He's like kind of like
4 months old.
He's 4 months old?
Yes. Actually, I'm gonna grab a treat.
What's his name?
He is Kratos. Yeah. Oh, good boy, man. Oh, he's a good boy.
He's
He's a
such a
good
cute
boy.
dog.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks for letting you guys give him a treat.
No, thank you for letting me help socialize him. I really appreciate it.
Well, he's a year-old. But
He's a year old, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a dog, but he's a German Shepherd.
Oh, the German Shepherds are really gorgeous.
Oh yeah, he's mixed, so he's all
Okay.
gold.
Oh,
He doesn't
wow.
have any black but his snout. Bailey,
Gorgeous.
careful.
Well, thank you so much. Have a great day. Alright, so come on, second, kitty. Hey, just, oh, good boy. Sit. You are so dirty. This from, you're not helping. You're not helping. Come on, keep moving. Okay. So we're gonna make one more stop and then we're gonna head out.
Hi, Maggie.
He's doing incredibly well. Good boy. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. That's my plant section. Keep it moving. Oh my nose. Alright. His leash is not on correctly. He is doing some pulling. Nope. Nope. Good boy. I mean, that's not gonna get too much. So anyway, guys, I am about to grab a couple of things, and we're gonna head to the front and check out, and then go home. All right, see you guys later. Bye. We are back home for from our excursion. I don't actually know what time it is, but we're back. Sorry, I'm connected to some cords right now. Little boy's tired. We've been out all day. Well, not really. We didn't really leave until like 3 in the afternoon. I slept in and I cooked and I chilled. But we are back. Kratos did amazing. He did amazing. I don't know what else to say besides that. The dude did really good. Okay, now he's pooping. Sorry, you guys aren't looking at nothing. I'm finished pooping. I'm definitely gonna wipe his paws. Let's see, doing a little circle while he's pooping. You gotta walk forward while you poop, or stay still and then walk forward after you're done. I do have Paco out as well. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work because I've noticed that Kratos has been just kind of bugging Paco, just following him really closely, just kind of really bothering him. So I just wanted to do a little bit more work with them. So that's why Paco's out. Kratos is wearing 2 collars. One is his martingale. So usually with the dogs, when I do take them on walks and whatever, they have a specific leash for a leash of course, but a specific collar for walking. So the martingale is usually attached to the leash, and I just take the martingale off with the leash attached when I'm done walking them. But I goofed and took the leash off instead. So he is wearing 2 collars right now. The other collar that they wear all the time is supposed to be used for identification. However, because okay, let's see, Paco all the way in the back. Because Kratos and Jack, they play so roughly, that's kind of one of the things they bite and grab. Well, he's back. So you gonna poop again? I mean, he's been having a lot of baloney today, so I'm not surprised. So the ID is supposed to be on it. However, like I said, they just chew on it and tear it off. It's been done many times before, so they just haven't been wearing it for a while. Which I probably could have put it on the week or so that that Jack was, or the 3 weeks that Jack's been put up. But now that I'm letting them play, I can't say it's going to be too often because, like I said, Jack is still in heat. She's at the stage where she's actually accepting other dogs. So, she won't be out a lot, but I still want to have them play once in a while. Because, like I said, Jack's been basically put up for 3 weeks and no activity. Nobody else to play with, so... Sorry, let me just turn around. So I'm attached to the cord, which just makes everything really awkward. My phone was about to die. So yeah, today we went down to Gurney, where they had another Home Depot. However, that Home Depot as well was not pet friendly. So, which really sucks. So the one that's closest to me in Waukegan, the one in Gurney, both of them are not pet friendly unless it's like a seeing eye pet. So I had to go all the way to Wisconsin to I have no clue what he's doing. I had to go all the way to Wisconsin to go to Lowe's, where it was no pet friendly. I mean, it took us a good 20-minute drive from my house, but of course we were further away. Well, it's fine. Kratos did amazingly. Sounds like a fire truck. Not the alarms. Kratos did amazingly. Incredibly mellow, incredibly friendly. I mean, you guys will see the videos. I mean, you guys, so at PetSmart, we didn't actually meet any other dogs. We saw the dogs, we walked past other dogs, we didn't actually meet them. And it wasn't caught on video, but at Home Depot, we did meet a dog. Well, let me just finish up with PetSmart, even though that's in a separate video. So PetSmart, very quiet. Very, very quiet. Quieter than I want. I want him to be ready for like a city like Chicago. And honestly, I would say that Kratos is ready for it, but the thing is like Kratos is slightly fearful. You guys probably saw it in the video where he was at Lowe's where he met the kids, which I was watching like a hawk, because I just like no fear biting. I just watching his body language. But he was very sweet, but still, you know, very nervous. You guys can probably very tell that, but that's why I gave him the treats to kind of entice him. So we will have to work on that, more socialization for sure, in places where there's a lot of people. That's one of the things that we're definitely going to have to work on. Well, hopefully he'll get experience with that when he starts his puppy classes next month. But, you know, that's still kind of a couple weeks away, so we're just going to try to get out as often as possible where we see a lot of other people. But he did very well. Like I said, he's a little bit fearful. Honestly, like, and a dog like him, well, any dog's, like, fear is not good. But I do believe that with Kratos, it's something that can be learned to get over it. Like, he'll get over it and he'll be fine. Like I said, unfortunately, I just live in a really quiet neighborhood. It's been incredible. Even though it's, like, warmer out, it's still been incredibly quiet. So there's just not a lot goes on, and therefore, especially, like, we're at the end of COVID, you know, people are getting their shots and stuff. But even then, like, it's not really that busy out, you know, and so I just don't want to, so it's just hard for him to realize, like, okay, people walking by on the streets, that's normal, you know, because it's so often that we go out and we see nobody. We'll walk down to the trail, we'll walk the neighborhood, and we'll see no one. So that's just, you know, it's just, my neighbor's incredibly quiet, which as much as I like it, it's not really good for dog training. My sweet boy, he has such large ears. Paco's still hanging out at the end. He thinks we're going somewhere. Paco thinks we're going somewhere, so he's hanging out by the garage. Anyway, but I do think that his temperament, if he does have puppies that have the same temperament, which is likely, I think it'll be good for a person who, sorry, let me twist around again. I'm sorry, this is probably obnoxious. It'll be good for a person who, who wants a Dogo Argentino Mastiff, but doesn't want a super dominant dog, but is willing to do the work of going out and socializing, because that's going to be very key with a dog with his temperament, is going out and socializing. So I think that would be a good, you know, he's an amazing dog. Like, honestly, I'm going to have more trouble teaching Jack, like training Jack. Like, Kratos was so chill. I mean, you guys saw him. He was just walking along. He'd get a little curious and sniff. Just walking along, very little pulling. And Jack is not going to be that way. Jack's going to be the entirely opposite, and I also think that it's going to take her multiple trips to get to the point where she's chill and whatever. But you know, she'll get there. But you know, I already know that Kratos was just 100% easier to train, and that's actually kind of like just surprising for me. Like, it definitely makes me want more Dogos in the future. I don't know if all of them will be the same as Kratos. Like I said, Kratos does have a very mellow temperament. He's very chill. He's not dominant at all, which is not really necessarily par for the breed. Dogo Argentino Mastiffs are very, you know, they're very, I would say confident, which is also true, but which is not necessarily true for Kratos, but they're also they're dominant dogs, you know, like they're intelligent dogs that want to do their own thing. And while Kratos does definitely show that, out of him and Jack, he's definitely the one who takes longer to, longer to correct behaviors. Especially when he was younger, simply because, like, he's just so stubborn. Jack's like, okay, you told me to do it once, you told me not to do it once, you told me not to do it twice, I'm not doing it ever again. Kratos is not the same. He's gonna be like, okay, you know, you told me not to do it this time, but let me see if I can get away with it now. It's been a couple days. He's stubborn, which is, you know, for his breed, but otherwise, like, he's been so much easier to train. Not potty train, but I think that's just with the fact that Kratos, he was, you know, born in an outdoor kennel where he slept and pottied in the same place. He slept, potted, and ate in the same area. So I think that's just the issue with his potty training. But otherwise, Kratos has been a very sweet, mellow dog. But like I said before, I'm definitely going to work on socialization, because you guys see the fear in him. You know, he's very hesitant. But he did fairly well. So PetSmart was, you know, fairly easy. Just walked around. He did fine. He did really good. Nothing crazy happened. Nobody actually came to pet him. So yeah, he did good walking past people and everything. Lowe's very similarly, but before we actually walked into Lowe's, I went to take him out to use the bathroom. We'll say he didn't use the bathroom the entire trip, either out in any stores, outside of any stores, or in my car. So he did really well with that. But I went in because we had been out for a while at that point. So I stopped outside Lowe's and let him use the bathroom. You guys possibly heard that, but you guys will see the video of that. But anyway, after I stopped the video, another dog came outside of Lowe's, right? And she's like a German short hair pointer, gorgeous dog. I didn't know they get so big. Anyway, so she peed, and so I was like, okay, well, after they leave, you know, we're gonna go over there and I'm gonna see if, you know, if him, are you hungry, little boy? And I want to see if her peeing will entice Kratos to pee. But unfortunately, like, not unfortunately, it was fine. But when I did eventually, there's not time to eat yet. It might be time to eat. I don't think so though. But sorry, this is awkward anger for me. But yeah, but when they continue walking, the couple with the short hair pointer, they walked towards us, and so they let their dog meet my Kratos, and Kratos did fairly well. He did okay, but he did a little growling. I mean, it was very loud, but I do believe it was him growling simply because I felt the vibrations through the leash. Hackles weren't raised at all. Tail wasn't tucked. It was not, you know how you see him, I mean, not now. He had to go inside. He's like, I'm tired. I've been out all day. Poor baby. I wish I'd been a good boy, though. I wish I'd been a good boy. Don't get caught up in my cord, please. That's like the struggle I have with him inside, too. Like with my pretty boy. He's like, okay, like, let me inside now. So I felt it do the collar, but you know how his tail's just like this now? It was slightly waving, wagging, I mean. But I do believe that the growling was from him, because like I said, I could feel it through the leash. Oh, sorry guys, my storage is low, so I'm gonna go really quickly. So, other than that kind of conversation with the dogs, he did very well. Like I said, a little bit of fear when meeting people, but we saw some equipment going on in Lowe's, and he was totally fine. He just watched it. He sat down and looked at me, so he did really well. Like I said, I don't have that much storage left. I had to delete the video. That I could just retake later, but anyway, the point is that he did very well, but we definitely need to focus on socialization. So we'll try to go out again tomorrow. There's a Petco nearby. But we're not going to go out too much tomorrow because I need to clean my house. I also need to go grocery shopping. I have other things to do. But like I said, he did really well. So yeah, sorry about the cut. But